Hello, everyone. Hello, everybody. Good morning in the Philippines and a blessed night here in the US. I am sorry a while ago we have an error in our Facebook, but I suppose we are okay. Thank you, Mama, for always being here. And Mom A Reviews, thank you for coming. And thank you for supporting the weekly brainstorming live. Hello, everybody. Once again, this is Leonie. A blessed day to my viewers in YouTube and on my Facebook, especially to my brainstormers who are joining us today. We have some people there in my Facebook. Thank you, Ma'am Glenn, for joining a while ago in my watch party, but it has an error, so I'm hoping you are still there. And if you are a subscriber in my channel, please do share our live brainstorming today as we are about to discuss stress management. And salamat po sa mga patamsak dyan at sa mga nag-share ng brainstorm live natin. And I would also like to thank my supporters again and also my supporters there in my Facebook Gardens of Blessings Learning Support Group. I used to have a little bit of followers, but every week we are growing too in our Facebook. So that is amazing that I'm growing in my YouTube and I grow in my Facebook too. So hindi pa huhuli ang Facebook group ko. Okay, so also thank you for continuously sharing my video summary from Chirel, Norman, from Glenn, from Mayet, my sister-in-law, my sisters Leia and Leovel, and my brother Divi, who are both working in the Cebu Technological University. And shout out to all my former professors in the Cebu Technological University. I'm sorry, Cebu Technological University in the graduate school and also in the DPE program. Thank you very much. And also, hello po sa inyong lahat. And this is Friday, as I said, Friday night here in America, in Virginia particularly, and also morning there in the Philippines, right? So, welcome back to we are 773 subscribers and counting na po tayo. Wow, very good in my YouTube. And we are getting closer to qualify for the community board feature, and that is to have 1,000 subscribers po. Then pwede na rin po tayong mag-live stream via mobile phone when we reach the 1,000 subscribers. To all my subscribers, thank you for sharing and the likes, and I receive from you as well as the support. And thank you for trusting my channel and joining me in my advocacy about child anxiety awareness and the social emotional learning for our children and the collaboration of ideas from viewers like you. Murag commercials here. Okay, so if you are new to my channel, consider subscribing. Okay, so for our inspiring story this week, it will depend on who will be my lead brainstormer today. So I am giving a title on my guests. They are what we call the lead brainstormer now. So if you are interested to be my guest this time, I am going to just drop in the link of my StreamYard guest link, and you can click on it and be my guest. Okay, so I will be dropping the link as soon as we start the brainstorming live. So feel free to click that link later. Okay, so let's move on to our inspiring comments that keep me trying to do my best. Coming from GIF's official. Galing po, ma'am. Thank you very much, sir. That is my sir bossing for supporting. Thank you very much, sir. And OFW laugh trip, good information and very interesting. Keep blocking. Salamat po. And we also have inspiring comments that makes me want to do more from Virgie at Chaso. O maganda yan, my home learning kasi para makatulong sa mga mag-aaral. Sa una lang, medyo mahirapan ang mga estudyante pero sasanay din sila at dapat i-guide ng magulang. Thanks for sharing this helpful video. Thank you very much. Ma'am Virgie Achazo has always been giving me really nice comments. So she was actually like surprised. Oh, I was mentioned there. Yes, and we also have from to my viewers and followers from my Facebook. If you wanted to share the with the YouTube community your distance learning diaries or experience, please tag Gardens of Blessings Learning Support Group. Thank you for continuously sharing my videos, and salamat for showing me that you are backing me up with my advocacy, and that the goal is to let our YouTube community knows that with parents' dedication and for the love of their children to succeed, we can do the impossible, right? Okay, and welcome to my subscribers. Every week I'll do a subscribers shout out. Okay, so my new subscribers for the week, we have Mike Shadows Blogs, P&M Electronics, Jenny Vicente Flavors and Blends, Kahorhi Channel, and we have Anna May C, Eves Navalia, Besh's Cooking Channel, Shakri TV, Mike Shadows Blogs, P&M Electronics, and Jenny Vicente. And to all new subscribers who choose to make their profile private. All right. So we are going to talk about the previous lesson and our lesson for today. Is it a lesson or a brainstorming? So it's a brainstorming. Okay. So let's see what we have here. Okay. So our previous topic, parents serve as the paraprofessional educator in the distance learning. That was week 1. Okay. So, and then week 3, because week 2, we only have a premiere that time. So we were talking about parents' awareness, things that we need to prepare as we enter the new normal of the school opening. I have seen some of my friends in my Facebook. They were posting very nice pictures of what they of their study corner, and challenging pictures of their first week. And we will be talking about our first week adjustment next week, since we are here in my place. We will start our distance learning next week. That is September 1. So that is gonna be a very challenging week for me and for parents who are watching, especially if you are new to distance learning. So I'm hoping that everything will go smoothly next week. And today's uh, topic is about parent stress management. Can we prevent stress? What do you think from my Facebook? Can we prevent stress? Yes. And parent stress, yeah, can we that is gonna be our topic for today. And okay, so our journey, as I've said a while ago, we will have to talk about our journey on the distance learning modalities. Excuse me, I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so we are going to talk about that next week. We will be every week, starting next week, we will be talking about the routine of the week. What is the routine of the week? The lessons that we give to our children of the week. What are the lessons and what works and what did not? So, starting next week, that is gonna be like a brainstorm of about us parents on our experience in every week. So it's basically parent support. So if I have some tips that works for me, I will give it to you. I will share it to you, and I appreciate if you can share the routine and the lessons and the things that works for you, so we could just help each other, right? And then next week we will be talking about the plan of the next week and how we can improve the last week's challenge. So next week, that is gonna be parent support topic and helping each other on this new normal. So I am hoping that you will join me next week and the coming week as you've been joining me from the previous weeks. All right. So now, parent stress. Okay, so we are going to talk about how can we minimize emotional friction when dealing with behavior while leading our children to learn. Okay, so this is a different type of stress management that we are going to talk about. And our main topic is going to be talking about the common strategies of stress management. Some of these are applicable to me, and I'm hoping that you could also share the things that are applicable to you too. This is time management. Then we will be talking about relaxation methods and how do we protect our emotions and our relationships, especially during this trying time. And resiliency, identify stress or burnout. Are you stressed or are you burned out? What's the difference? What's the difference between feelings and emotions? So that is gonna be our topic for tonight. Okay, so before we move on to our brainstorming live, I am going to drop the link today. Okay, we are going to invite a guest. I'm gonna copy this one here. I'll put it in my chat room. Okay. So that is the link. So if you wanted to be a guest, if you wanted to be the lead brainstormer of tonight's discussion, I invite you to come up and be my guest. Okay, so our brainstorming live begins. All right, Misfit Mountain Farm, I'm here. Thank you very much for joining us today. Okay, so my mama is there, mom A reviews there, and Mom Feet Mountain Farm, I'm here. Thank you very much for dropping by. Okay, so our first topic is uh-huh. All right, time management. Okay, before we move on with our formal brainstorming, okay, I've been we are going to answer questions, and I will be answering my own, and then I hope that you would also share yours. Okay, switch it up. Okay. Hi, Erin. Okay, come up. Click that link there, so we could talk. There's a link there, so we could talk. Okay, so time management. Hi. All right. Okay. So, goal setting. Do you plan your work or work your plan? So, which one are you? Are you planning your work or you work your plan? Okay, with me, I do my daily things to do, and I also have this one here. This is my planner. Actually, this is Luis's painting, and I ordered this one from, what is that again? That Star Art Craft for, and then I make this as a planner. Yeah. So this is my planner for studying for Luis. Oh, yes. This is my planning for studying. And then I have planner for to-do list too. And I put it there in the morning. Before I sleep, I actually put on the things that I'm going to do the next day. So I did plan and work for it, right? So how about you? Do you plan your work or work your plan, right? So and then if you plan your work and work your plan, are you reactive or proactive, right? So those are the things that we are going to talk about. So okay, so I have certain research here. If you notice that I'm actually looking at my screen right now, because I did have certain research about one thing. It says here that research shows that planning reduces execution time and improves the quality of output. And then one of the most effective ways to achieve structure and purpose is through goal setting. So in these trying times, we are going. I do make my goal every day. Very, very, goal setting reduces stress and serve as a foundation for planning in the use of your time. So that is, time management can also reduce stress. Without a clear idea for where you are heading, then it is not possible to plan how you get there. Even more, if I wasn't right next to the boys' room, I'd chat, I'd plan ahead next week. I want to be proactive, but right now I'm feeling reactive because we aren't getting our school info until Monday. Yeah, that's true. It's another. Yeah, that's true. I'm kind of stressed too about that, but the, it's just Tuesday, so yeah, this is one thing. That's how it is. Yeah, until Monday. Don't worry about it. We are here. I am here for you. We are here for each other. I was kind of like trying to maneuver the class, the Google class, and the Canvas too. So it's quite simple. I probably be showing you how things goes, but it is really really simple. When you start to use it, it is, everything's gonna be fine. Okay, so yeah, this time we are reacting like Edward. Yes, we do. Okay. Actually, yesterday, from what happened yesterday, I was so reactive, and I was just doing a little bit of yoga. When everybody was asleep, I was doing my yoga, and then I was just like, okay, everything's gonna be fine. So I feel like, oh, that's resiliency, right? So yeah, so um, by the way, it says here from my research, the word reactive. The word reactive implies that you don't have the initiative. Oops. So yesterday I don't have initiative. You let the event set the agenda. You toast and turn, so to speak, by the tides of life. This is from the research that I have a couple of days ago, because I'd like to bring value to my listeners and my viewers. So I want to make sure that I do my homework before I do my live stream, right? So that is what it says. If you are reactive, you are yeah, you just uh you toast and turn, so to speak, by the tides of life. Each new wave catches you by surprise. Huffing and puffing, you scramble to react to it in order to just stay afloat. Yeah, that's really true. If you are doing that. I don't see you as a lacking initiative. But sometimes I forgot, so I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Okay, so with proactivity, it says we associate with proactivity is one of the grace under stress. It is not just that You anticipate the waves. You're in tune with them. You're not desperately trying to escape them. You are dancing with them. Wow. Yeah, that's proactive. So if you wanted to be proactive, you have to be grace under stress. Yes. So that's it. Well, yesterday, I really try to be graceful even if I really felt like I'm being punched on the face. It's just because I really don't know how to express it in my own language, but I was just saying, yeah, I understand. Okay, but at the back of my mind, I'm actually, cussing in our own native language already. I was so disappointed yesterday, but well, that's part of life. I'm okay now after crying a little bit. Okay, so that is about goal setting and being reactive or proactive. So if you put that in mind, if you have a goal, really, really small goal every day. Yeah, I was just kind of like laughing at it really today, but yesterday I was like crying. I put something. I put something on my Facebook, but I just don't know how to say it. So that's why I just say, I'm disappointed. Oh, I excel at cussing in my native. Yeah, that's true. May I have to translate it, and then if you translate it, becomes really. I don't know. It's double punch to me. Okay. So yeah, so that's one thing of stress management. You have to have a little bit of goal setting. One of the speech therapist that I met before with Louise's are still in Louise's was still in the speech therapy. She said that sometimes it's overwhelming for moms and parents, especially if they have a special needs child, with all the thing that is happening. So you have to like put small goal every day, and it makes you feel better, right? So yeah, that's it. Goal setting and be proactive. So that is one thing that you have to exercise to prevent stress, right? Okay, so now we are going to move on the relaxation methods. Okay, there are lots of relaxation method that I was able to research, but but basically there are three relaxation methods that are become popular nowadays, and they call it progressive muscle relaxation, visualization, and autogenic relaxation. And what are these? Okay, progressive relaxation, according to my research, it is an effective technique for reducing the overall body tension as well as the psychological stress. This simple technique involves the tensing and relaxing of all the major muscles in your body in order from your in the order of your head to feet. I think I did not edit it properly. I don't. Okay. Juna Reinders, Brax. Good morning, Ma'am Leonie. Good morning to you. Thank you for coming into my brainstorming live. Okay, excuse me. Sorry. Okay, so that is progressive muscle relaxation. And I think yoga is one of those. And any form of exercise that makes you relax, right? Yes. Albert Clemens, dito naman tayo manggulo. Happy Anatics! Happy Anatics! Okay, so, oh, I'm going to yeah, wait a minute. I'm going to post again my okay, my link just in case any one of you wanted to talk about coming over here and be my guest. Okay, so that is again progressive muscle relaxation, right? It's a okay. So it says here, research shows that relaxing your body physically can release psychological tension and stress, minimizing your stress reactivity and decreasing your experience of chronic stress. Okay. Juna Rinder Brax, hello, Kuya Albert. Yes. Okay. So in order, there are effective ways to minimize psychological and emotional stress, and this progressive muscle relaxation actually help to build your resilience overall. Hello, Melvin. Would you like to come up and join me here in my? Oh, you're in Facebook. Yes, watching with you. Hi, Melvin. I really enjoy with you there. Okay, so the other one is the visual autogenic visualization. Now, what does my research says here? Visualization helps to create that mental image of a scene in which you are perfectly relaxed. It gives your mind a rest. This practice can over time produce a generalization of relaxation and significant reduction in stress and anxiety, right? Okay. Do you know yoga with kids? Yes, I do yoga with William and Louise. That's why, you know what, Erin? That's the reason why. That's the reason why I was kind of disappointed because I when I do my yoga, I try to have William and Louise, like if they wanted to join with me, like they play. And with that, um, um, William really he was really progressing, and that is not without a professional therapist. And I feel like what was I was disappointed yesterday is that they want me to have hi mommy A reviews present, thank you. They want me to have the other doctor want me to have William medicated. And for me, from the book that she gave me, this one here, and then this one, and then the other articles that she referred to me, it says there that you can only you medication is optional. And if medication is an option, if it does not really work with therapy, so it's kind of like it's just continue talking, I'm listening, thank you mom a review. It's kind of like disappointing for me that she's giving me all these readings and stuff, and it does not follow. It's like I am here, a student who is like have this high regards of these articles and these teachings that she gave to me, and then suddenly she would say that we will just medicate. No, I do not like to medicate my son if he is progressing with therapy on my own. He progresses on these topics that he gave to me, and I'm not going to medicate him. I'm still wanting to have him therapy, and then that's it. So it's kind of like I do not want to tell her that he's wrong or medication is not wrong. It's just that from I did my own research. I do journal everything. It was progressive and everything, and I think I just have to do my way. And sometimes partnership is not really doing that well, and I'm really tired of waiting and waiting and waiting. So um let's just get another therapist or a service that would reconcile on what I believe is right for my child, right? So yeah, it was all right. Yes. Yeah, I may want to give you my 2 cents from a teacher's point of view. Yes. Yes. Mommy Ann says, "Well, you are the one that really knows yours. You knows your soul. You knows the best for him." Yeah, that's really true. That's really true, Mommy Ann. Yeah, come up here. So, so you can also share to us because Mommy Ann is a special educator. You know. Yes. Yeah, she's a special educator. So I want to know what you wanted to say about being medicated. That he seemed to respond with medicine, with not with medicine, but with natural therapy and just something like that. My other disappointment is like um I was disappointed because she did not read her chart. You know, I've met a lot of doctors, specialists, and different kind. I could tell if the doctor is reading the chart or not. And she was not reading her chart yesterday. And she was just like off the hook. She's like, oh my gosh. It's like I had a feeling that she was not ready for that appointment. I should have just canceled, or she should have canceled it. It's not really. It's not an appointment that I expect to happen from a really long period of time of waiting. So yeah. So yeah, that's true. The Okay, so mommy, listen. Let me listen to you, and I'll come up when you're done talking. Okay, that our common problem. Yeah, that's a common problem with you. Yeah, well, it's a time for you to get into a different doctor. Yes. Yeah, I'm planning to go on a different something. It's disappointing because I've been studying this for six months, and it works, and it doesn't talk about medication. It just talk about therapy and activity, and it works. And if you are telling something different from what you gave me that I believe and it works, it's I think it's something that is so confusing. Yeah, so yeah, so that is okay. We're just going to go to our visualization. So that's autogenic relaxation is when you repeat words or suggestion in your mind to help you relax and reduce muscle tension. So I feel like this is kind of like our motivational something. Yes. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, your disappointment is understandable. Yeah, I was really disappointed. Especially Mommy Ann when she said to me that stop your own therapy. It was like, wait a minute. I did not trust me. Yeah, I did not receive any therapy from January to something. So I did it my own. I need a therapy first before I stop. I mean, I'm not pretending to be somebody expert or something like that, right? So it's it's kind of like, whoo, I mean, she probably does not have any intention for me to do that. She probably just want to tell me to just be a mom to your child, not somebody who's always trying to look at your child when in behavior. I am a mom, but when somebody tells you to stop doing what you're doing with your son, and you did not receive any help from anyone because you've been waiting and waiting and waiting. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I mean, it was some kind of like that, and oh, I just kind of like cry in front of her, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just so tired of this. It's just, and you're not reading your chart. I was There was like a previous before we met. There was like a previous evaluation that morning, and she has to go out to check on that person. And it's like, who? UVA, there's a computer in front of you. Read your chart and give me what is your opinion about the things that happen. And it's different. It was like, huh. Yeah, the OM is the best term. Is the Yeah, yeah. I cried in front of the doctor. Was your family with you? It's only me and William because with this pandemic, there's only one parent and one child. So it's just kind of like I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed with that. But it's yeah, I have to just keep on telling myself that this one will pass, this one will pass, this one will pass. It's just kind of the first time I saw her. I was so like, wow, she is something. She gave me a lot of resources that for the meantime I can survive on my own. I really thank her for something. But yesterday it was a totally different person. It's like, wait a minute. I just really felt like, wait a minute, did I enter the right room, or am I lost here? Is just she was just a totally different person. Yes. So William saw you cry. What do you think that made? No, he did not. He did not. He was in the other. There is like a uh what you call, like a small something. And I told I always tell the doctor every time I go there that I'm quite sensitive and emotional. So if it's something to do with my son, don't we do not, I don't want him to, you know, to see my facial expression or something like that, because I do respect his emotion, and he's already having anxiety, and seeing me like that, it does not help. So something like that. So but as a child, something's going on there, something's going on. But I tried my best not to really cry or something like that. But yeah, it's like I'm so disappointed of her. It just did she just what I mean, she was just totally a different person. It's wow. So anyway, yeah, so we will just have to going through this process, and I'm okay, something like that. I'm telling myself that, hey, I am enough, I am love. This is just a process, and it seems like we just don't understand each other, so we just move on with our lives and say bye bye and move on. Right? So yeah, so it's kind of like that. So okay, so when is your best time to relax? The best time for me to relax is in the nighttime. Like I have me time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Melvin, mothers knows best. That's true. Yeah. Good morning, host Ruby Mix. Hello. That's one of my sister online. Kapati. Thank you for coming by. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, when is your best time to relax? Let's see. Yes, yes, let it go. Yeah, let it go. Change doctor and continue doing what you're doing. If you know that's working, yes, it does really work. Yeah, so let it go, let it go. I'm just going to sing that. Yes, that's true. So, the best time for me to relax is nighttime. Mommy Ann, what's the best time for you to relax? Um, what's the best time for you to relax? You're so yes, it's kind of me. Especially if I'm trying to express something disappointing. I'm full of energy. Oh no, night, I guess. Yes, night for me. Erin, what's your best time to relax? Yeah, what's your best time to relax? Me, nighttime. Yeah, nighttime when everybody is sleeping. Isn't it odd? Like when everybody is, yeah, I mean, yeah, you have to relax because everybody is relaxing. Okay. So, all right. Now we have protect your emotion and relationship. This is in our course of time, we will be going to talk about distance learning journey. It's as from what I researched and I applied to my own therapy at home. Um, we have to protect feelings in our relationship and our emotion. Yeah. It used to be when Henry was at school and my little one was napping. Now, that 30-second I get alone is in the bathroom. Yeah. I was wondering, do you have books in your bathroom? Because I have books in my bathroom already. I have books, I have magazine in my bathroom because that's yeah, especially if we're going to have distance learning, oh my gosh, the more that there's gonna be a lot of books in the bathroom. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So what's the difference between my gosh, it's so foggy. I cannot see what I'm reading. Okay, so what's the difference between feeling and emotion? Okay, with this one here, it really makes me think that it's best to really protect our emotion and feelings. Okay, especially during these trying times. I'm going to need a bookshelf in the bathroom. Yeah. I have a shelf there that it's only for, if it's only for book. I actually took a picture of it, like, isn't it weird? It's like the first time it's like only two or three books there, and then suddenly it become four and five, and then there's a paper, and then after there's like a clipboard, a small clipboard. It's there. That is full of emotions. Yeah, full. You are full of emotions, Mommy Ann. Yeah. Yesterday I was full of feelings, and today I was full of emotion. Now, what's the difference between feelings over emotion? Now, okay. Now it says here from my my research, it says feeling can either refer to something experienced as a result of an outside stimuli that is reacting with one of your five senses or someone's sensibilities, attitude, or emotional perception. Then now, emotion is technically a state of consciousness in which various internal sensations are experienced. Emotion can be produced by a thought, memory, or external motivator, and can often change our physical state. So that is the reason why we have to protect our emotion, right? So I'm going to okay, so emotion lang ang peg. Yeah, true. So that's one of the reasons when I learned about this, I wanted to put in this one that you have to protect your emotion in order for you to to act properly, because it changed your physical state. And feeling can come from the outside world, reacting with our five senses. I read that also feeling is some kind of like a primary emotion because it's a reaction, like the five senses of hot, cold, dry, drenched, and come from a physical sensation like hungry, thirsty, hurt, itchy, and also can come from the result of an emotion like sad, happy, excited, nervous, disgusted, and scared, and overjoyed. So while emotion, today I'm full of feelings due to the school situation. Yes, you are full of feelings. And then on Monday, I tell you, we will have, both of us will be having a lot of both of us will be having a lot of emotion on Monday. I tell you and soon as and soon as so forth, we will have full of emotion afterwards. Yes, but don't you worry about, everything is gonna be okay. Okay, so that's it. Feelings is like a primary emotion, and you know that I learned that emotion can be categorized by degree. Wow, isn't it something? Yeah, the degree, for example, disgust can be classed as a lesser degree or a hatred, or lesser or of hatred, or a maximum, right? So, however, several emotional theories state that there are five emotions that are similar to all cultures. Yeah, these are the emotions that are present or similar to all cultures. It is love, hate, joy, sorrow, and fear. So those are the emotions that are present in all culture. So that is the reason why I always focus on love and joy, right? Love and joy, because that's present wherever you go. Choose love, choose joy, right? Yes. Okay. And there are four differences really for emotions versus feelings. Emotions and feelings are both sensations experienced by humans. Feelings are triggered by external stimuli, whereas emotion comes from your mind and possibly soul. Yeah, Mom Eric, you choose happy. That's true. Choose happy. Yes, it is present in different in all the cultures, Mom A, right? So yeah, choose happy. Yes. In Where am I now? Feelings can include yeah, feelings can include physical sensation as well as mental state, but emotions always come from your mind. So that is the reason why I say protect our emotion, because that will change everything if we do not protect our emotion, right? Even with kids, even with the studying, if we do not know how to teach our children self-regulation, especially with the feelings, it will also affect their performance in the class. Yes, that's why I'm a follower of Conscious Discipline by Dr. Becky Bailey. I really like that woman. It's one of my dream and ambition to one day meet her in person. Yes, because she's my idol. Yeah. So we have this. Yes, feelings are often temporary and subside once the stimulus is no longer present, whereas emotion will stay with you for years because they are seated in your mind. So that's it. So that's the reason why we have to protect our emotion. And I learned that when we are doing the therapy about trauma or something like that, people are actually dealing with emotions and not feelings. And I learned from the occupational therapist yesterday from the morning. I mean, I've seen three doctors actually. The one that I really like the best is the occupational therapist, because she taught me, yeah, yes, these feelings will pass. Yes, that's true. Yes. She taught me to let the children know their emotion by the response of their body. Isn't it neat? And then she gave me advices on what to do next. I mean, I saw like doctors that is telling you what to do, and solving your problem, because that's what they are for, right? We go to them so that they will solve our problem, right? So that's what I like. And the speech therapist yesterday, when she was just being practical, because she's going to have a maternity leave. So I do understand, but the last one is what, like, whew, my goodness, I feel like I entered the wrong room. Okay, so that is feelings and emotion and relationship too in these trying times. I've been reading a lot of articles about relationship. Do you know that during the pandemic there are more divorce? During the pandemic, there are lots of separation during the pandemic. I mean, I was shocked. Is this what do you think? Maybe because we are all quarantined, and then they are so, but I was so shocked to know about that article that there are more divorces during the pandemic. I mean, I think that this is the time for us to grow together and be one, and nurture relationship. But sometimes when you are in the quarantine, something, you just look at each other, and things are getting uh, something. I think distance really helps sometimes, yeah. So that is um something to do with relationship too. It's it's um i'll be talking more about relationship and emotion without the learning things with our children as we go along with our distance learning, right? Okay, so we are moving on with, we have resiliency, stress, or burnout. Okay, now what is resilience and what is burnout? Now, from my research, it says that resilience refers to how well you can deal with and bounce back from the difficulties of life. Melvin, hello, it's me again here. Come here, Melvin. Oi, come here, come here. Click on that one so we can because I know Melvin has a lot to say about stress management. Click that one, Melvin, so we can talk again. Yeah, Melvin. Yeah, so how resilient are you? Right? So resilient, it says here, resilient people, resilient people tend later ha, not now. Okay, resilient people tend to maintain a more positive outlook and cope with stress more effectively. I think I am resilient. I do. I can say that I am, right? Just agree with me. Okay. So research, it says here that research has shown that while some people seem to come by resilience naturally, this behavior can also be learned. And you are resilient. Yeah, thank you. Tap on my own shoulder. Yay, thank you very much. Yes. Okay. So you are resilient to it. We should be resilient. And I also, this one here, research shown that while some people seem to come by resilient naturally, this behavior can also be learned. This is true. Ruby Mix TV. Hello, you're still there. I love you, Ruby Mix TV. Thank you very much for coming. Okay. So with the books that I learned and from my own research, kids should be taught coping mechanism in order to be resilient, right? That's also one of my goal in my child anxiety awareness channel, to help parents be aware on how to teach their kids resiliency when they have anxiety, because I thought before that anxiety is just present to every kid, but there are really kids that does not outgrow it, right? Okay. Mommy A says, I love that you back your explanation from research. Yes, that's because I wanted to say something, and um it's kind of like I actually have some link here. So if you wanted to ask some link about this article that I've been mentioning, I have some link. Funny Rhea Mom, say hello. Hello. Hello Yahoo. Grabe siya, oh. Thank you. Thank you. As I've said, especially this time of pandemic, we will try our best to teach our children how to cope up and be resilient, right? Last time, when I check on my Facebook, I saw this share ko lang sis. Yay! Thank you very much. Thank you very much for sharing. Okay. There was like I saw in the picture in my Facebook that there was like a kindergartner who was crying of something, and I feel like um um the this area of distance learning is really overwhelming to all the childrens out there, especially if they are not used in front of the of the camera or something like that. It's something very new to them. So this is the time for us parents to be more strong to our kids, and talk about how can we do good with this in these trying times, right? So this can be learned, right? So whether you're going through a tough time now or you want to be prepared for the next one, right? So that's one thing. That's the reason why I'm going to show this again. I have a routine. So I use this one as a ring. Okay. I use this as a ring. Ito nabasa na siya. It's already wet because children are visual. And then, um, yeah, Yeah, the picture of the kids crying at their home just because they are so frustrated just break my heart. Yeah, it breaks. It really breaks my heart too. So it's kind of like, and it's gonna be daily. It's gonna be daily. So you have to, we have, as parents, we have to really teach our children how to be resilient, right? So it's kind of sad for us to see our child doing that, because especially as parents, we are learning with them, as I've said from the previous video summary that I made, that this time it's not only the children that are learning, everybody is learning. The teachers are learning because this is something new to them. We as parents, we are learning because there are things that are for us. I mean, for me, not all subjects are teachable. I mean, it's kind of like, oh, it's reading, but deciphering words and something like that, I'm not familiar with that one, right? So, and it's like both our kids and us, everybody is learning, and everybody has a learning curve. So I always make sure that I have pictures. Always have pictures in front of your computer, so that the kids has expectation on what they're going to do. This first week, it's gonna be really really awful with routine and something like that. Because for me, I anticipate what would be the routine and what would be something like that, because as soon as I know the routine, I will arrange pictures of the in front of the computer or something like that, so that the child knows that, okay, this is the time, because you know that for me, from my experience, and the way I do my research, and I do with William, even if the child does not know the subject, but if the child expect a certain routine, like, oh, okay, this time I'm going to be in the computer for a couple of minutes, that's that alone help the child to hold on to what's going on, even if the content is not familiar with them. But if they know what they are supposed to do, that alone will let them relax, right? So it will be like that. Okay, so that's also one way of teaching our children to be resilient too. Sometimes we have to uh, look at the big picture and try to relax over it. And sometimes we have to look at the small details and forget about the things that does not work. Some kind of like that. Yeah. So it is that. So that's resilient and burnout. Burnout, from my research, burnout is a condition which results from a prolonged exposure to stress. It leads to exhaustion of mental or emotional stress. Yes. But yesterday I cried because um, um, the doctor says that I could tell in your face that you are burned out. I am. I am not hiding anything, that I'm pretending that, oh, this is easy peasy. No, it's not. It's difficult. Um, and it's a long and it's not only from January to now. Since the time that I noticed that my son lost his voice, he's just totally do not talk anymore. That's something stressful to me. I frequently, yeah, uh-huh, yeah, I frequently got burned out at my job. Ooh, that is a really burnout thing. Yeah, your previous job. I just can't imagine you're staying with that job for how long, Erin? Yeah, how long was that job? It's for me. I don't know how to deal with that kind of job. I am burned out from my first job too. Yes, in a 911. Erin is a and 91 works at a 911 before. Oh, 10 years. My gosh, 10 years. It's whew. Um, my first job, I worked for like 9.5, and I got burned out. Really, it's because it's something that it stress you out, but you're not growing anymore. That's kind of my thing when I experienced burnout, and also with a lot of toxic people around you. I mean, those people are really nice, but the situation is like triggering to become toxic, something like that. And it kind of, Tisay Bilanggoy Tamsagdan po, host Team Rockets. Thank you very much. Thank you. Salamat for coming by. Thank you very much. Okay. So it was like that. I think stress out can be taken or changed in time, I suppose, right? But burnout, it's like if you give up, and then you cannot, yeah, you cannot, you do not want to look back anymore, right? So yeah, toxic people do it every time. Yes, it's kind of like, um this is because I don't have that really strong personality. I'm a pleaser. Yeah, I this type of person that I try to please, and I just can't sleep at night knowing that somebody was upset of me. I'm not sure if that it's just kind of like me. I try my best to not to hurt somebody's feelings, because I'd rather be like the one get hurt than the feeling that you hurt somebody and you do not know how to mend that hurt, or some kind of like that. So it becomes toxic, and then these people are so nice, and not nice, and intelligent too, because nice in a different way. And they are also intelligent because they make you feel that you are walking on eggshells, like things might crack, and you don't know when, like you might be stepping on some eggshells there, and boom, and there it goes. I do not know why they get upset, and something like that. So yeah, for eh, I just can't believe there were like opportunities that comes by during that time, but I decided to stay. It's because maybe because I feel that I cannot get another job, or some kind of like that. Like the feel of like you do not have that self-esteem that you can do it on your own. But later I realized during on my ninth year that I was not really growing anymore, and my thesis is not working. I know my thesis is not, it's a floppy kind of. By the way, I did my first thesis. It's about customer behavior, and it was denied. It flopped, and I do not have any ill feelings about it. I'm actually happy that it got torn down, because if if it was if it was approved, I mean, I'd be locked on that kind of situation. But what, 3 seconds is like, no, we are not going to do that. Okay, oh, praise the Lord, now I can move on with life. Right? Isn't it crazy? Okay. So I left 911 many times and then came back. Sometimes I just needed a break. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes we just need a break. Yeah. But me, when I left my first job, I just, get into a different kind of of a career. Yeah. And then get into teaching, a totally different kind of career, something like that. And because I know, even if those past learnings and thesis, it was not approved, I know that in time those customer behavioral thesis, and something that I did before, it will eventually be useful, right? Especially now, me and my husband, we are doing a self-published. I'm, we are doing Jeff's book is almost done. We are on the editing, and then we are hopefully going to self-publish. Yay! That's one of our biggest project together. Yeah, my husband is going to be an author. Yeah, we do. He's finishing his book, and yes, he's finished. That manuscript was a long manuscript, and then Yes, yay to self-publishing. Yes, yes, and it was a manuscript that was a really long manuscript, and I was reading it, and I was telling him, my mom edited that book before when my mom came, and then my mom and I were talking about what do you think about this manuscript, and then my mom said, why don't you publish it? It's like when you publish it, it is. I mean, how any publisher could attract this kind of story, and knowing my husband, he is quite a shy person, so it's like, hey, how about we plan it, we save our money, and then we try to self-publish it. And then he said to me, I don't think, no, we can do it. You know me, have a crazy mind, and he's so agreeable, so we try to we will hopefully try to do self-publishing and something like that. We'll try our luck with self-publishing. Yeah, and it's funny because he's not done with the editing yet in the part. And then I've already talked about, oh, after that you have to write again another book, and it's gonna be child humorous book. And it was like, don't worry about the marketing, something like that. I have a little bit of study on marketing and something like, I'll do those study. Just keep on writing, keep on writing. So something like that. So hopefully that is gonna be our best and best project. Hopefully, it's quite a big project. But who knows, right? Who knows the drawer? Yeah. So okay, so that's our brainstorm about stress and burnout. Yeah. So and then I also learned from a research that when you feel burnout, just like what you did, Erin, you have to move away from it. Yeah. Even how you love your work, you have to move away from it a little bit. Yeah, because it will really take away some of your psychological and emotional aspect. And it's nice that nowadays people are into emotional and psychological wellness because people are burnt out, right? Especially for people who does not have any choice, right? And it's hard, especially if you have a family. It's so hard to make a choice. You have to stay and think about many things if you're going to change and something like that. It's just hard. It's so hard. Yeah. And let's see, we are now moving on with our recap on today's topic. Okay, we were able to talk about the common stress management, about our physical, our feelings. Yes, right now everyone is burned out. Yes, really, that's true. Right now everybody is burned out. Yeah, especially with the routine, something like that. That's why the level of anxiety nowadays is actually high. It's actually high. um yeah, we were able to talk about the things that we uh, talk about in this brainstorm, right? So now we are going to talk about inspiring stories. I'm going to put down the link, drop the link again. Uh-huh. Okay, so if you wanted to share inspiring stories, you can click that one up, right? All right, so we have inspiring stories. Oh my gosh, I did not edit this one. Okay, so inspiring stories. That is from, see, Melvin, if you are still there, it says, oh, inspiring story with Melvin Martinez. I forgot to edit this one. Oh, so if you wanted to come up over here, you can share your other inspiring story. Hi, Ruby Mix TV. Melvin, yeah. Hey, Melvin. Okay, so anyway, so is Melvin here? Hey, Melvin, where are you? The thing is, I was so into my research, and I forgot to edit the remaining part of my stuff. I do not have enough time because of um the schedule that we have this week. Yeah, so yeah, another inspiring story about Melvin. Yeah. Okay. Here lang host, Robbie Mix. Yes. Thank you very much for staying with me today. I really appreciate that one, Sissy. I love you very much. Yes. Okay. So again, what is my inspiring story? Okay. So my inspiring story is something to do with my son, and as parent, we won't give up, right? Yeah. So what was the problem that we went through this week? Girl, bless you. It's okay. Give yourself grace. Time was crazy for you this week. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I love you more. Mwah. That's, yeah. Okay, so yeah, so the problem was some kind of like a misunderstanding, but it's part of life. Actually, I am actually starting to write a book about child anxiety. Something to do with the experience for a mom to undergo child anxiety too. I'm still on my third page. I'm still on my third page. Yeah. So hopefully I could write the book of my own too. Yeah. So that's the thing. How did I solve the problem? Actually, it was not yet solved. We're still doing it, but I know that the storm is almost done. I can really feel that there is the light out there already. I mean, my dark moments are done because I know that my son is progressing with the speech and something like that. And another tap on my shoulder, parents, we do not give up with our children, right? Yeah, so he's okay, and there's just only a bump there when we are progressing, right? Yeah, so what advice can you share to people, especially if they are dealing with the same problem, with parents who has uh you know um in the same situation, right? Just don't give up, and there might be bump along the way. Keep on going, right? And as I've always says that there's you are loved, you are enough, right? Yeah, yeah. The storm will pass, right? No matter how uh, I'll hold an umbrella for you. Yes, this storm will pass too. Yes, this storm will pass too. Yes, and no matter how strong the storm is, it will not stay there. It will end. Everything that has to begin with will end, right? So yeah, and then we will have to move on to the next chapter. So that's how it is, right? Yes. And by the way, next week, we are going to start a live parent support group. So if you are interested to join our live parent support group, like discussing about our lessons of the week, the routines that you went through, what are the crazy things that is happening in your first week of distance learning, and what have you done that is working, please share so everybody will share will benefit from what your experience to, right? Because I'm really trying my best to build this one as a parent support every week, and we will help each other during this time. And I mean, I am not presenting, disclaimer, I'm not presenting myself as an expert, but I am willing to learn from you, and I am willing to share the things that I have learned based from my experience and based from my research, and what works for me when I was homeschooling, what did not work. I mean, I'm not trying to be an expert around here that will tell you everything that this is the right thing. There's no right thing. What we want is we are here for each other, right? Yeah, so I'm hoping that we will journey together, right? They said that we might not be on the same ship, but we are on the same storm, right? So this is that is the purpose of my support group here live. Yeah, so inspiring thoughts. Don't be pushed around by fears in your mind. Be led by the dream in your heart. That is by Roy T. Bennett, The Light in the Heart. Yeah, really nice one, right? Yeah, yeah. So, um, especially now that we have a lot of fears, right? We just have to hold on. Yes, all right, Mommy Ann, I want to be part of your support team. Yay! All right, very good. Hey, Mommy Ann is a really nice support group because she's a special educator, right? She's into those kind of stuff. And she's a teacher in Maryland, Baltimore. Yes. Yeah, so we have a teacher on our group. Yes, thank you very much. I love that. Thank you very much. This is gonna be weekly. Okay, I will be putting some templates that we're going to discuss and stuff like that. What are the common? It's just the common lesson of the week. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I had a special brother in, but it's already in heaven. Yes. It's kind of like I don't know what I don't know, Mommy Ann. If you're talking about it, it's make me sad. I don't know. It just make me sad one time when you were like talking about it in the something. It makes me sad, and even if the video is ending already, it's still it's still you still make me cry after that. I don't know. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so I'm really really happy that you are going to be part of our support group and that we are bracing each other. Yeah. I oh, that's fine. It's just that I just feel that intensity of that grief that you have. That's okay. I'm just being emotional. I'm full of emotion with other people's feelings, right? Yes, that's it. It's okay. I'm just full of emotion. All right. So that is our inspiring thoughts and our motivational tips. Motivational tips from Conscious Discipline. It says stop, take a deep breath, and relax. Yes. Yeah. So, stop, take a deep breath, and relax. Yes. And then number two, it's not the stress that stress us. It is how we manage it. So, manage stress wisely. Right? So, it's how we manage our stress. That's true. Parihatagi story. All right. So, um, that is our brainstorming live this time, and I think that's it today, and I really appreciate your coming to my brainstorm live. And then next week we are going to level up, and this is gonna be a brainstorm live parent support system every week, every Friday night, Eastern time, 9 o'clock, and Saturday morning in the Philippines, 9 a.m., right? So, always remember that you are enough and that you are loved. Thank you very much for coming into my brainstorm live. Thank you. Haha, I'm going to need to support.